the issue of Government of India and the Minister of External Affairs doing something which was unwarranted, telling the government of UK and the authorities there to give travel documents to somebody who is a wanted person, wanted by law in India. That would be the correct description. These people are saying about legal terms, he's both a fugitive and a wanted person by the Enforcement Directorate and the law enforcement agencies of the country. An unacceptable concession was made to this person who should have been extradited, interrogated, prosecuted under the laws of the land. I have questions to ask. When there was no specific query from the authorities of United Kingdom to the Ministry of External Affairs of the Government of India, why did then the minister did something which is an act of gross impropriety, asking the government and the authorities of UK to issue travel documents to an Indian citizen? He remains an Indian citizen. At that time, his passport stood revoked because of his having run away from the authorities, and he was not standing interrogation and trial. This tear-jerkers that it was done for a humanitarian cause is a false claim. Lalit Modi is accused of money laundering, match fixing, betting and rigging contracts, for which number of cases have been registered. This government has, in replies to questions in Parliament, informed the Parliament of India that the cases against this person, BCCI and other criminals involved in match fixing and money laundering are to the tune of rupees 2,148 .30 crores for contravention of provisions of Foreign Exchange Management Act, FEMA. Not only the External Affairs Minister, but at the highest level, this government was keen to help Mr. Lalit Modi to get his passport. And what is he doing now? Was this not the duty of the government to bring him back to India? Once you gave him the passport in London, he should have been put on a plane and brought to India. That's another matter, that when the request was made, which was improper, to the UK authorities, that they were not asked. It should have been insisted upon by the External Affairs Minister. From Portugal, his next port of call should have been New Delhi and Enforcement Directorate custody. It was not done. This person, for whom a humanitarian empathy was there, has since then been frolicking, holidaying, traveling all over the world. He was in Cuba. Last week he was in Venice. Today he is in Montenegro. He's flying in private jets, and he had, just for your information, declared bankruptcy. He is a bankrupt person. Besides this false humanitarian angle, he had declared bankruptcy in London court over unpaid bills of £65,000. He had said that I am a bankrupt person. Now, this is 20th March 2012, he was bankrupt. Here you have August 2014 and June 2015 is a private jets and exotic resorts. Therefore, we have to ask Prime Minister directly, Shri Narendra Modi, why is he quiet? Can there be two parameters? Can there be different set of rules? When you talk of probity, when you talk of correctness for ministers, that you had one set of rules for the UPA ministers, even if there was a shadow, Narendra Modi himself and the BJP had insisted upon the resignations. Why is the Prime Minister silent? Should we then believe that there is a larger nexus of those who were managing or mismanaging the affairs of the Indian cricket, which led to corruption, sleaze, match fixing and money laundering? After all, Lalit Modi is a friend, is personally known to the highest in the BJP, whether it's the former president of Gujarat Cricket Association, who is now the Prime Minister of India, the president of BJP, who is the president of Gujarat Cricket Association, the chief minister of the state where he was the president of the Cricket Association. Why is the government protecting him? It's not only just the travel document issue, which is scandalous what has happened. The Prime Minister has to speak about this nexus. There are many questions which it has thrown up. We demand a thorough investigation into this affair, not restricted to the travel document for this humanitarian facade. All those who are involved, and that cannot be done by this government cannot be trusted for that. That has to be done by the Supreme Court of India to set up a special investigating team and to monitor the investigation into what the government itself has admitted before Parliament of money laundering, match fixing and the cases that stand registered. These have to be taken to a logical conclusion. My question is also to the Finance Minister of India and to the Home Minister of India.